Hello, I'm Leah.
And I'm David, and this is Wine Forecaster. Well, today we've got a really great summer wine to try. It's a Pinot Gris from Ventosa Vineyards. They're just on the southeast side of Geneva. You thought I was going to say southeast side of Geneva?
What are you talking about?
Seneca Lake. Nope.
So the northeast side of
Seneca Lake, just to the south and east of Geneva. And actually, it's probably the closest winery to civilization up near Geneva there.
Yeah.
So this is going to be kind of neat. What an operation they've got, huh?
They do. It's actually quite a large building that's Tuscan themed, and they're certainly known for their wines. They have kind of an Italian feeling to it. They have a cafe called Cafe Toscana where they serve lunch, and then they have an enormous banquet room where you could imagine weddings and different
Meetings,
things like that. Yeah,
seminars,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think they can host like 300 guests. They were saying
Plenty
on
of
the website.
parking. This is their 2012 Pinot Gris. Pinot Gris is like Pinot Grigio. It's just a different clone. And a good way to think about it is if it's coming from Italy, it's probably Pinot Grigio, and just about everywhere else it's Pinot Gris. And this is Pinot Gris. Kind of blends in with our sofa here a little bit, so it's kind of hard to see this. Has a kind of a
Very light yellow.
light yellow hue to it.
So I get lime.
Has a grassy, dry grass component to it with some limestone.
I get a green apple also.
I can get the green apple.
I was going to say I can get the grass with that and the limestone too.
We were going to do this outside today, but we have another one of those massive thunderstorms coming through that's just been wreaking havoc, just like every other day here. So,
It's tart, acidic.
yeah, that's the first thing that. Yeah, it's definitely it's pretty tart. But boy, that will work really well, especially in the summertime. You know, when you want something refreshing, sometimes just having a glass of water doesn't do it. You need to have like a little lemon in it, and that makes it a little more, gives it a little bit of flavor. And the tartness to this makes it, there's some crispness, which is actually quite refreshing. And this would be, and definitely served chilled. It's going to be a really nice summertime wine.
Summer wine. So I would pair this with grilled chicken, for instance, would be an outstanding dish that's marinated. And you could even do a mild flavored fish. I'm thinking something more like a tilapia, a mahi-mahi with like a lemon sauce and some capers would really be good. I almost feel like I get a little bit of that saltiness to it as well.
There's that lime taste as well. Again, the grass is there as well. It's got a nice long finish. I'm still, tasting that.
It doesn't really change necessarily.
It doesn't make your mouth pucker at all, but you get it through the back of your mouth and on the sides and a little bit on the roof. That crispness. So it's nice.
So Pinot Gris in French means Pinot is pine cone and Gris is gray, and that is the name basically means what the grape cluster looks like. So it's pine cone shaped, and they have pinkish gray grapes. So very neat. Never seen that before. Would love to see that though on the vine when the grapes grow up, if you will.
It'd be kind of fun to do some harvest. Harvest some of the grapes, and a lot of times, if you're ever interested in doing that, wineries are always looking for people to help them out. When it comes time to harvest, in October. So
or September.
So if you ever want to do that, give your favorite winery, or if you're doing some tasting, ask some of the people there, hey, what's the deal here with this? Can we come down here and do this? And
or they have special events for the harvest time too. So they're always promoting their wines. It's one of the busiest times, right? For the Finger Lakes is really harvest time.
Yep. So when we offer reviews, sometimes we give some ratings and sometimes we don't. When we don't give ratings, sometimes it's because we're not familiar with that varietal. We don't think it's fair. And sometimes, it's just something that we just didn't feel like we were keen enough on the wine to give it a rating. I would rate this wine. I like this wine. I'd probably, do this at around 87, 88 points.
I was going to say 88, actually.
88 points.
Yeah.
So I think it's a nice Pinot Gris, especially from the New York State Finger Lakes region.
Yeah.
So kudos to Ventosa Vineyards.
Yeah.
So their website is right here. I believe it's ventosavineyards.com, but the correct one will be listed right here on the on this video. And also, don't forget to check out our website, which is
wineforecasters.com.
So, well, check us out again for our next review. I'm David.
And I'm Leah. Thanks for joining us.